Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Chris Brown here with your ClarkCountyToday.com video update for Wednesday, December 16th. Well, there you have it. The first COVID-19 vaccinations in Clark County happened this morning at Peace Health Southwest Medical Center here in Vancouver. A nurse and an emergency department doctor who've been on the front lines treating patients here were among the first to receive those shots.
I think there's just the general fear of the unknown, but I think as long as you're well educated and you understand that this is the next step in this journey, then I think there's confidence in that, and that helped me overcome it.
It feels incredible. It's momentous. It's also bittersweet with so much suffering and sorrow going on, and to have this happening, emotionally feels very intense.
Peace Health Southwest received 4,000 doses of the first vaccine shipment, with more expected to arrive next week. Healthcare workers on the front lines and then first responders will be among the first to receive the vaccine. The Pfizer vaccine requires 2 doses 21 days apart. Another vaccine manufactured by Moderna could receive emergency authorization from the FDA later this week and be available as soon as the end of next week. New COVID-19 data is a bit delayed again for Clark County, so watch for that on our Facebook page. Meanwhile, Washington Governor Jay Inslee and State School Superintendent Chris Reykdal today announced new guidelines that could allow school districts across the state to move more quickly to in-person learning for students, especially in the earlier grade levels.
We know they're struggling right now. Students across the state, in pretty unprecedented ways, are struggling despite the unbelievable efforts of educators to build remote learning systems in a very remarkably short period of time. We have connected 300,000 more families with devices and or connectivity. We've done everything we can, and educators did everything that was asked of them in this time. But the system simply doesn't work for too many kids, not for its inability to reach hard to families, but because you're asking 1.2 million young people to be independent learners. The best universities in the world who are highly selective do not use online models as their primary delivery system. It's what we had to do in a crisis in the absence of data and information. We were never going to experiment with children and educators in this state. Safety first, and it remains the priority. But we know a lot more today. We know a lot more today due to the research that's gone on.
Inslee and Reykdal say that new research now available shows schools can be kept safe and the young people are much less likely to be infected or spread the virus that causes COVID-19. Under the updated guidance, Clark County's 470 cases per 100,000 people rate would only allow kindergarten and at-risk in-person learning, with the potential of first through third graders returning to classrooms after the first of the year. Well, Clark County residents who've avoided getting tested for COVID-19 because they lack insurance or can't pay for an office visit could have a new option early next month. Clark County Public Health Officer Dr. Alan Melnick said this week that they're working with Medical Teams International to launch a no-barrier clinic for a drive-up testing site at Tower Mall in cooperation with the city of Vancouver. The testing would be funded through a grant from the Washington Department of Health. It would run several days a week, at least through January. For more details, check out our story today at ClarkCountyToday.com. In other news, a 40-year-old man was rushed to the hospital overnight after he was hit by a car. The Clark County Sheriff's Office said Robert Gonzalez was walking in the northbound lane of Northeast 50th Avenue just north of 99th Street just before midnight when he was hit by a vehicle driven by 19-year-old Eliza Martirano. Gonzalez, who is reportedly homeless, was not wearing reflective clothing and was not in a crosswalk when he was hit. Martirano remained at the scene and was cooperative. No citations have been issued, but that investigation is ongoing. No update on Gonzalez's condition was immediately available. Well, 3 people and a pet dog were lucky to escape a house fire overnight at their home in Salmon Creek. Clark County Fire District 6 crews responded to the fire at the home near 142nd Street and 29th Avenue just after 2:30 this morning to find flames shooting from the front of the home. The residents and a dog had already managed to get out safely. It took crews approximately 20 minutes to get the fire under control. The cause is still under investigation, but crews said it appeared to have begun in a front room of the house, likely the living room. The Red Cross was helping the family out. Well, what's up with the Interstate Bridge Project? The Bi-State Bridge Committee, made up of 16 lawmakers from Oregon and Washington, met virtually this week to hear from Greg Johnson, the program administrator. Johnson said over 200 people have volunteered to be part of two 30-person citizen committees looking at equity issues and providing feedback. Johnson said changes to the original purpose and needs statement for the project could happen this spring, but would require them to outline why those changes were made. Senator Linda Wilson of Southwest Washington's 17th District urged planners to remember that this bridge is primarily to serve commuters and freight haulers. 3rd Congressional District Congresswoman Jamie Herrera Butler also provided a letter warning against falling into the same mistakes that derailed an earlier bridge replacement project. You can read more about this week's meeting by heading over to ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, this year has obviously been difficult for many people, but especially for those who are already in need. Our own Jacob Granneman takes us to an apartment complex where they're working hard to bless those most affected this holiday season.
This year, construction company Katerra and Fort Vancouver Terrace Apartments teamed up to bless their residents who are in need this holiday season. Normally, it's just the children that receive gifts, but this year they spared no expense and everyone in the family was included.
We specialize in low-income Section 8 housing. That's our specialty. We like to do things such as we're doing today out here, which is putting together some holiday gift baskets for the residents and just making sure that they know that we're here for them and we care about them ultimately. Lots of smiling faces. We did a few this morning. We actually had a little station set up here too, and we had some of the earlier folks that have to go to work. They came by and got some of their stuff, and it was just great seeing the smiling faces. So I mean, obviously we're all wearing masks and following the CDC guidelines and making sure that we everybody feels comfortable and safe, but at the same time we want them to know we care about them.
Normally what we would do in the past is do up gift bags for the kids with candy. We used to have them bring their holiday stockings in and we hang them on the wall, and then we would fill them up and then give them back to them on Christmas Eve. But then our office was so small and we had so many stockings that we ended up doing gift bags. I've been a part of this community for almost 12 years, and we're affordable housing. We have a lot of lower income that don't have a lot, and so to give to them is just extra special.
Well, I enjoy the giving part of it. Yeah, it reminds me of some stuff that I grew up with, and I don't always, I'm usually, they keep me pretty busy, so I don't have time to do a lot of this stuff sometimes, but it's fun, and I enjoy seeing, people enjoy doing it, and just helping people. I enjoy that.
All right, thanks, Jacob. Appreciate that story. Lincoln Victor went public on Monday regarding its decision to transfer from the University of Hawaii football program. Last night, the former Union High School standout detailed his decision with our own Paul Valencia.
Lincoln Victor needs a fresh start. And wherever he decides to go, he says he will be better than ever. The 2018 State High School Football Player of the Year, who led the Union Titans to a Class 4A state championship, is transferring from the University of Hawaii. Victor had a strong debut as a true freshman in 2019. The program, however, went through a coaching change, then changed its offense, and Victor found himself on the outside looking in. He struggled with his mental well-being, and after talking it over with loved ones, he decided he needed a change. On Monday, he met with his coach at Hawaii. The two wished each other the best, and Victor is in the college transfer portal. On Tuesday night, Victor and I talked about his decision. To read more, see our story on ClarkCountyToday.com.
And that's your Wednesday check of the stories we're following for you at ClarkCountyToday.com. If you'd like to see when stories are posted or share your thoughts, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can email us news tips and story ideas as well to news@ClarkCountyToday.com. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with you again tomorrow.